Okay, so the first step is to acetone off the factory finish, because if you don't do this, then the paint will fall off very easy and it won't stick to it, and then your custom won't last. So this part's very important. Just make sure to rough it up a little bit, but like don't damage the leather. So I always use acetone. You can also use Angelus leather prepper and deglazer, but I like acetone better because it's stronger. Okay, so the next step is to tape the shoe. I always use the Scotch 3M roll, and basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna tape off the areas where we don't want the paint to go on. So now I'm going to be drawing on the drip on the logo so I can tape it up after, and then I can add the LV logos on the logos, and then I can paint it so it won't get anywhere else. Okay, so now I'm going to tape around the logo and tape around this drip. Okay, so I decided to take off the tape and redraw the drip in pen. So when I add the tape, like I re-added the tape, and now I'm gonna cut it so it's easier to see, and then I'll leave this part so I can paint it later. Okay, so I cut out the drip with my exacto knife, and now what I'm going to be doing is placing on these Louis Vuitton logos on these two logos. Okay, so I got my transfer paper and I cut up some pieces so it'd be easier to put them on the stencil so we can put them on the shoe. Okay, so basically what you do is you just peel it off and then you place it on here. And you want to press hard down on it, because if you don't press down hard on it, then you'll miss some spots and then the print will be messed up. Like if you don't go hard enough, you could miss like a dot and then your LV pattern won't look real. Okay, so I finished placing all the stencils on the shoe. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my heat gun, and I'm going to heat them up and place them down, so when I use my airbrush they'll stick better to the material. Okay, now that I heated up all the logos and put them on so they stick better to the material, now I'm gonna airbrush it. So I'm gonna set up my airbrush station and then I'll get back and we'll start it. Okay, so I forgot to say that you have to tape up the rest of the shoe so you don't get any paint on the rest of it. And also, I already airbrushed the other shoe, but I forgot to record it. So I'm just gonna show you guys how to do it with the right shoe. Okay, so I finished airbrushing the shoe, so now it's time to remove the paint and take off the LV logos. Up the shoe a little bit, add a black outline on the drip, fix up the logos a little bit, and then I'll do the back tabs because it's too hard to record, and then I'll show you some final shots at the end, and then we'll wrap up the video.